we're also staying tuned to the Yankees. It's the trade deadline, dude. Right?
Tomorrow. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So the Yankees are. This is a pretty epic slide for them. And
dude, look at you in your your lower third, which is really an upper third. Yankees in free fall. You're what's wrong with the media.
Dude, that's Scotty Swingler. And guess what? Yeah. That is my seal of approval, like all day long, dude.
Never let facts get in the way of a good story. You've been that way for a long time.
No. I was last week. I was traveling, and I was actually in the New York area, and I was listening to FAN, and dude,
were you listening to MK?
No, because he's ESPN. But I was.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I don't even know who I was listening to at this point. I felt like one of the dudes was Tiki Barber. I think it was.
You might be right on that one.
Yeah, but. They were ripping.
It's crazy, dude.
Ripping the Yanks, and they were really ripping your manager, right, Aaron Boone.
It is
because of how he's handling the media. So this is my first question for you. Like, as an insider, I call you an insider. As an insider and a passionate fan, like when you see Aaron Boone coming out there telling you, "Hey, we're going to turn the corner. You know, future's right there in front of us. I know it. These guys know it." Like, is that getting frustrating for you because they haven't shown this in some time? And dude, there are now kids who are walking around of drinking age that have never seen the Yankees win a World Series. Maybe there were 4 or 5 when the Yankees won the last one. But this is a big drought for Yankee fans.
The Yankees haven't won a World Series in 15, and they're not going to win the World Series this year, so it'll be 16 years. But
and you got embarrassed last year, by the way, in the World Series. That was a bummer.
The Dodger thing that came out about how like the scouting report was basically just like put it in play because these idiots don't know what they're doing is pretty wild. And I feel like it's been just kind of like yelled about in New York media, but never really like actually truly addressed. It was addressed in the sense that like they went out and got different players and like, this is a personnel problem, not an organizational problem. And now this year, the discourse has just been like, no, it's not a personnel problem because you brought in new personnel and still do the same dumbass things. So it's like, obviously we got a gap here.
Yeah.
But like the thing about Boone that it does drive me crazy personally, just like, cause not everything is always right out in front of you. Not everything is like, it's going to be fine. A little sense of urgency, I think, probably would help this team. You know, I mean, baseball is also a long game, Pete. It's 162 games. So it's like, can you be as intense in game 1 as you are in game 74? It's really hard. It's really, really hard. But do other teams do this? Normally I'd tell you no, but this year's kind of different. I mean, the Dodgers at one point had lost like what? 10 of 12, 7 in a row. Yeah. I mean, the Tigers hadn't won a game in 2 weeks. The Tigers were the best team in the American League.
The Mets too.
The Mets too. So like, you know, normally I would tell you this only happens to us, but it doesn't always happen to us. But what does always seem to happen is that this happens every year to us. So every year it happens to a couple of teams, I'm sure, but it always ends up happening to us. Why? I think it's in part because the culture is like, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. The next thing you know, they've lost like, 8 of 10. And it's like, well, maybe we aren't fine.
Yeah. What do you think about like the Hal Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman relationship? Like it's starting to feel like, I mean, Brian Cashman, it's amazing. Somebody was doing it and I forget who, so forgive me. Like how long he's been in the Yankees front office as a GM for like 3 popes, dude. Like,
dude, they've had legit more popes than general managers. It's like as far as stability is concerned, it's like Pittsburgh Steelers head coaches, Yankees general manager, president of baseball operations.
Are the Yankees like never going to budge on him? Like is
on Cashman? No, I don't think so. I think he'll have that job as long as he wants it. Boone too, I think, which is less exciting. I think
this is the New York Yankees.
Dude, Brian Cashman's an awesome general manager. Truly, he would have a job in 4 seconds.
Okay, so you're fine with Cashman being your GM?
I think that there is always grass is greener on the other side with front offices, because what are you going to say? Like, we need this guy, or we need that guy, we need this guy. I mean, look what happened to the Red Sox. Looks what, like, they've cycled through they've won 2 World Series. Okay, yeah, great. But in between their 2 World Series, they've been shit.
Yeah.
And cycled through GMs.
Well, what about Aaron Boone, like strategically as a manager? Like,
whatever.
You hear that you hear that, oh, he's relying on his gut, to make these changes, or that's how he's managing. Like, does that turn you off? Like the strategy of it?
No, I very much think that he is he's a stick to the book kind of guy. I don't think he does the gut thing. I really do not think he does the gut thing at all. Why do Yankee fans have to look at the bullpen budget every game night? Michael MK puts it up there and he's like, and we get to look at the bullpen budget, because that's what
bullpen budget.
It's who's thrown in how many days over the past week, so we could know who's available to pitch tonight and whether we're going to punt a game or not. I mean, really, it's just facts. Like, we don't do two. We do 2 in a row. We don't do 3 in a rows. We hardly do 3 of 4. So we got to know that. We got to know who's in the budget, right? And then we don't let guys throw 30 pitches in an outing in the bullpen. So that's an obvious out. So from there, you get to play a little chess about who's available from the 6th inning onward and who's not. Some days we end up with Yerry De Los Santos. You know what I mean?
So I love your approach, by the way. It's way more measured than what I heard last.
Wait, I'm gonna tell you one thing about Boone too. Is like, he does the thing like you tell me, he goes with the gut, right? But then yesterday or 2 days ago we see a righty on the mound from the Rays. Was it? It had to have been the first Rays game, and we got like all of our righties in the game. And so what the hell are we doing? Why are we batting all these righties with a righty on the mound? And then he came out and was like, yeah, well, this pitcher actually has reverse splits. And for people who don't know what reverse splits are, it means that like he actually fares better, this pitcher does, against left-handed hitters than he does right-handed hitters. So they stacked the lineup with righties because people were so pissed off that Rice didn't play over Goldschmidt. So like, yeah, anyway, Boone's not a gut guy at all.
Okay, so what needs to happen for the Yankees to right the ship here?
Aaron Judge needs to be healthy and back. That's number 1. They need pitching badly. They could use a starter and a reliever at the deadline in the next 36 hours. They need pitching so bad. And more than needing new arms, they need the back end of their current bullpen to figure it the F out.
Okay.
Figure it out. Okay. Because it has been flat out unacceptable from the bullpen over the past 30 to 45 days. Okay, we can't get more than one guy to throw a clean inning at a time. It's crazy.
All right, so I want to switch gears. Scotty, you can take the Yankees thing down. Just a couple more questions for you.
Ultimately, I think the Yankees will be fine. I will tell you this. I think the Yankees will be fine. They're going to make the playoffs, and then from there, who knows? I don't really know. I don't like some of the matchups that they may or may not get come October. They're going to make the playoffs.
For me as a fan, I just want them on my television screen in October. I mean, seriously, I'm that loser.
They'll be there. They'll be there. But the Yankees, if they get Seattle, I mean, whoa.
Yeah. I'm the schmuck people talk about. Like, I will watch the World Series if the Yankees are in it, and I may not if they're not. I mean, unless it's the Phillies.
What about the Phillies? Yeah. How about the Phils, huh?
Dude, the Phils are doing great, man. We beat your ass last week.
They need a reliever too, bad. They need a back-end guy.
Think they'll get it?
I hope so. They should get rid of Painter if they do. They have enough pitching. They'll be fine.